All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a formal introduction again. What's going on, everybody? My name is Raymond Quick, and I am one of the members of the Wi-Fi Billionaires Group. And today is the start of our NFX Bootcamp. We are this is actually the pre-launch phase. So those of you who are on this call, you have not invested or purchased any of our tools or resources or products yet. You're simply watching this and getting the benefits of an individual who is going to actually come through this boot camp. All right, and we put this together because there are tens of millions of people that are trading forex online right now, and this is going to be one of the fastest growing industries in the world. A lot of people just aren't trading up because they simply don't know about it, or they don't have the tools and resources, and it can be very intimidating trying to jump out into this industry. It's a $6.6 trillion per day industry, a lot of money on the table, and a lot of people are uh, really committing suicide in the markets just willy nilly with not the right information, or they simply just don't have a group of people that they can ask questions that they can come to. It's really not a lot of leadership in this industry. So for y'all to be stepping into it, just know that there is a lot of risk here. I can't make any guarantees whatsoever, and I want to make that clear from the jump. Everything that I'm going to share with you today is things that I've either learned from someone who's a much greater trader than me, or just through my experience. And it took me close to a year and a half to 2 years to become a consistent winner trading. My job is my whole purpose and my whole goal here is to make you a consistent winner as a trader much sooner, much faster. All right, and way before we start trading and way before I start, my goal is not to is to be very transparent with you, give you no foo-foo. I want you this to be the realest, dealest um, training that you ever take. Because if you use these tools and you use these resources, you will, I heard the phrase that you could be an ATM, right? Well, that's cool, and I think that's cool, but I don't want to turn you into an ATM. ATMs don't make that much money. They hold money, but they don't make that much money. I want you to become a casino. All right, I want you to become a bank, a casino. I want you to have an edge where the chance where you can increase the chances of you winning more often than not based on the things that I'm going to teach you here in this boot camp. All right, so this is the first day. It's not going to be very long. My whole goal is to give you some basic understanding, give you an idea of what this boot camp is going to look like. All right, and then share some tools and resources with you where you can make a decision if you want to actually go through this boot camp. And then if you guys have any questions, you'll be able to do that. My business partner Desmond is on the line. Desmond, I want you to know anytime that you feel like you need to interject or say something, please let me know. Desmond is my right hand man. He's the other half of me, literally everything. We have both have our strengths. He does his part, I do my part, and together we've been able to do some really successful things in business, and we're going to continue doing those things. So whenever you can't reach me, you can reach him, and vice versa. We're here to help you guys. We want people to make money consistently, and to get the truth. All right, because there's a lot of foo that a lot of people are just online showing you how much money they make all the time. They don't keep it real with you. They don't teach you exactly what it takes to win consistently. All right, and that's what we're going to talk about here in the NFX Bootcamp. All right, so first, let's go ahead and get into these slides. All right, I'm your coach, Ray Relentless. All right, and Relentless was a brand that I used to have. All right, but it's a way of living for me. All right, meaning that guys, when you start this trading journey, you have to commit. All right, you're gonna have struggles, ups and downs, emotional. I'm gonna try to take you through all of that stuff as fast as possible. But the reality of it is, you cannot quit. There are no failures. There are only quitters. All right, and if you can commit, listen, I've had the moments when I wanted to give up, when I wanted to quit trading. All right, I'm so glad that I continue to go. And listen, that is the major secret to life. All right, most people quit before they reach gold. All right, there's literally it's three. You could be 3 feet from gold, but you could be digging for gold, and just because you're too hot, you could want to give up, and you could have been right there. And I've always kept that in my mind is that what if I quit right before I was gonna have my breakthrough? And the reason why the word is breakthrough is because you have to break before you can get through. And trust me, trading is going to test you on every level. All right, spiritually, emotionally, financially. every level you're going to be tested, all right, but it is going to build self-trust in you, where you're going to have the confidence once you can do this to do anything you put your mind to. Today I'm competing in a competition called Mr. Health and Fitness. I'm literally like a few weeks from moving to Miami. To just made it through the first round, so I'm like a few weeks from moving from Baltimore to Miami to take this competition to the next level. I'm competing with some really influential people, and I know that I have to work 10 times as harder as them and put myself in a comfort zone. So take myself out of my comfort zone. So that's really where I'm going. I'm going to Miami to train for the next couple of months and see what other opportunities can come. But guys, I'm telling you, the confidence, a lot of the confidence that I got to even do this competition came from my ability to learn this. All right, because who am I? I'm a 30-year-old. I'm 30 years old. I'm a kid from Baltimore. I grew up raised by a single mom for most of my life, and I never thought that I'd come across some information where I could do anything like this. I didn't consider myself the techie person or person that was extremely like internet savvy. I really wasn't. I was an athlete. I always have been an athlete. That's what I'm good at. I've been good at using my body to create experiences and opportunities for me. But this is something that I believe that anybody can truly learn, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. All right, so the purpose of this NFX Bootcamp is to help binary options traders get the most use of the NFX app. I'm going to share the app with you today and other B resources. I'm going to share all these resources that I use. All right. In order for you to go through this boot camp, you have to have the same resources as me. I was in the military. I served in the Coast Guard for almost 5 years. All right. I had to go through boot camp, and it was one of the hardest things that I've ever been through, but it built me mentally to know that I can pretty much go through or do anything that I put my mind to. But the one thing I can tell you about, listen, everybody didn't make it out of boot camp, but everybody had the same resources. Everybody had the same uniforms, the same books. We all had the same gym. We all had the same food. We had everything was the same. It was equal opportunity, but the difference was the mindset, the relentlessness. All right, the person that really wanted it. So you got to have those resources, and it's non-negotiable. And I'm going to talk about those resources because I want you to have the best shot in these markets. All right. It's $6.6 trillion a day in the markets. If you don't have resources, if you don't have tools, why would you want to, if you were in the army, if you were in the military, would you want to go to war without your guns? Would you want to go to war without your grenades? Would you want to go to war without your teammates, with your armor? You need these things, right? So set yourself up to win. You can't be afraid to invest in yourself because tools help you help avoid unnecessary errors. All right, because humans, we naturally make errors. We have errors in judgment, but tools they don't mess. They can mess up. Don't get me. I can say any tool is perfect, but tools are designed to be perfect. They're designed to trigger and react based upon when certain things happen, and we want to make sure that you have everything that you need. All right, very, very important. And I'm gonna talk about those resources towards the end of this first day. So here's some of the benefits of trading. All right, why should anybody want to trade in the first place? Well, I talked about the self-trust that it builds, but I'm telling you, listen, I remember being intimidated by looking at a chart. Like I remember looking at a chart like, oh my goodness, this is just like crazy. And I thought I was gonna have to be one of these people that knew how to draw all these trend lines and do all this stuff. And I was just like, I can never fathom myself understanding that. And it was very intimidating because if you come into something where you don't even trust if you can do it, then it can be very difficult. But I want to tell you this right now. You don't even need to be one of those people that draw all those trade lines and do all these trend lines. You don't need any of that stuff. Can you use it? Yes. Will it help sometimes? Maybe. I don't know. I don't use any of that stuff. And I'm not saying that you have to, but it's not necessary to make money. Trust me. All right. And you're going to build self-trust. All right. It gives you true freedom. All right. Why am I just packing up to move to Miami? Because I can live wherever I want in the world. I have a skill. All right. Skills are the most valuable things. It's skills and information. All right. If you have the right information, and if you have skills, you can take yourself to any economy, you can take yourself to any market, and you can bring value. All right. True freedom to live where you want, true freedom to do what you want. I'm a father. My kids are at an age where I've been waiting for this moment my whole life, was for an age where my kids could start doing extracurricular activities and really, competing and stuff. I have my two youngest sons are boxing. All right. My daughter, she's a gymnast, and they want to go around the world. I was talking to my daughter last night. One of her goals is one of her goals, she told me, was to go to the world's biggest library. And we got to talking about her goals, and we looked at the 35 biggest libraries in the world, and they're all over the world, and they're pretty incredible. They're really incredible. Like, and I was like, man, this is something that I want to add to my goals list. So we're gonna create a plan, and we're gonna travel to these libraries. I mean, all over the world, so we can take videos and make YouTube content. All right, I'm also a YouTuber, and these are things that you get to do when you have that true freedom. All right, number 3 is that payday can be every day. All right, I started my first business in 2014. All right, and it was an online business where I could bring customers to these different franchises, and I got paid when the customers paid their monthly contracts. All right, great concept, but I didn't get paid till sometimes 30, 60, 90 days after I got a customer, after I did the work. And who wants to wait that long? Like, we like success. We like success loves speed, right? We want to get paid right now. We live in a microwave society, right? I'm not trying to get paid 10 years from now. No, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong. Quick money ain't always the best money. Long-term money is great. You want passive income. I'm all about that. However, payday can be every day, right? For the things that you're trying to do right now. I mean, imagine waking up in the morning and saying, hey, I want to get on a flight. The flight costs $250, and you can go into your trading account, make 250, withdraw it, and purchase your flight. Like, that's the power. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, and I do it all the time. All right. You can do this on your time. All right. The markets are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, binary specific, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm going to share with you what hours that I trade if you come through this boot camp. I'm going to give you every secret that I have. All right. Comes in in this package. You're going to get everything that B supplies, and then I have some personal things that me and the Wi-Fi billionaires have created. We're going to share with you the most profitable times to trade. Now, look, if you think that the markets that you should be trading, just because the markets are open 24 hours a day, that you should just be willy-nilly trading, it's not effective. There's a greater time to trade to get the most use of your time. And I'm going to share that with you. Your time is your most valuable asset, and I don't want to waste it, and I don't want you to waste mine. I want us to get the most use of our time. All right. And then 5 is you have unlimited income potential.